Oh, what is going on, everybody? A little misstep on the intro there, which should pretty much sum up my week. Misstep after misstep. What is up, everybody? It is Thursday fucking night. It is Wrestling Outlet. Across from me is that beautiful man in green. There he is, right there. Go for it, sir.
Well, blue tonight, but it's all good. It is high voice of generation. It's Smark and Boxman. How are you?
Is that blue with the yellow and the yellow and blue make green? I'm just telling you. Yellow and blue make green. So with the yellow background and the blue, it makes green. Fuck it. I'm Boxman. What's going on, everybody? Oh my God, has it been a fucking nutty week, man? And holy shit, if you missed Dynamite last night, what just happened? Oh, Smart found the customize button. Okay. What are those three little things above our circles?
I didn't realize clicking it would actually make it. Hey, look, let's see. Yep, we got cactus.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's weird. It's true. What the fuck is this one?
That we've used that. Yes, it jizzes confetti at you.
Confetti.
It's confetti. Ooh. Now it's raining jizz. It's raining jizz.
Again, essentially, that's the song.
Essentially. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, that's perfectly right in between us. Look at that. Couple of fucking
It's going to be great for the audio component of this.
Oh yeah, they're just loving what's going on here. But yeah, been one of those weeks, a crazy week, and man, if you missed Dynamite, you missed a hell of a fucking women's match. I'll tell you that. I don't know. All I know is at one point I'm sitting there and Sky Blue is bleeding, and I'm going, "Am I supposed to have an erection?" I wasn't sure, but there I was.
Well, from what I'm led to believe, via essentially like a bunch of different commercials that I hear on podcasts and YouTube videos, never take any of them for granted because you never know when they're going to stop happening.
Especially after 50. I'm 50, so you know.
They bumped that shit down.
Tell you, and I'll, man. What did you say? What did you say?
I'm saying they bumped that shit down. Like now they're saying that like anybody that's like over 35 or whatever, like the way that all these fucking ads for like hymns and fucking Viagra, Cialis, and all this bullshit. Like basically after you like turn 31, like they lead you to believe your dick falls off.
Too much soy.
Mm-hmm.
Too much soy. I'll do that to you. I really don't know. I'm just fucking joking. I have no clue what that is. I'm still good and shit. I'm, getting erections during matches. But Tekla fucking killed it out there too, man. Holy shit. That was a great fucking match. They all fucking went out there and gave 110, man. They knocked it the fuck out of the park on last night. My God, those women. I got to tell you, the men's match was bullshit compared to the fucking women's match.
This is just me, or is she gravitating more and more towards like a Lena
look? Which one? Marina Shafir?
That works too. I was talking about with the fucking. She had like the leather bikini on or whatever the fuck it was.
I enjoyed it. She's a little thing, man. I didn't realize how little she was till she was in there with all the other girls, and I'm like, she is a little. I mean, she'd be tall compared to like Layla Hirsch, but she's a little thing, man.
For sure.
Yeah, but she's got. I really like what she does in there, man. She's pretty fucking good for as small as she's like small and like jacked. So she's not like. I mean, it's not like Riho in there trying to bleed or anything.
Right.
That whole controversy.
Mm-hmm. But that's always kind of the interesting thing about, like, I'll watch Japanese female wrestling sometimes, and, like, it's really super hard to gauge how big somebody actually is when they're over there until they, like, come over here and you sort of go, like, a 1-for-1 situation.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, they look big over there, and then they come to fucking AEW, and they just look like regular ass people.
True. You're right. I mean, Mina Shirakawa is tiny too. She looked, her and Tekla looked about the same size.
Mm-hmm.
But my God, Harley Cameron came out looking like a little Lara Croft kind of thing. She was awesome in that match too, man. All those girls, every one of them, all 12, went out there and fucking killed it. But we'll talk about that. I guess we'll talk about that at the end. Is that cool, Smark? Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
We got plenty to get into tonight. We got deals between WWE and Canadian wrestling companies. We've got the whole walkout AEW Collision with the other two girls. And, of course, we've got some of the 250, PWI's 250 women. We've got that to talk about tonight, as well as other things that we'll get into. Roman Reigns and CM Punk both doing a movie together. We'll talk about that. Norab, brother, what's going on? I'm going to turn the chat on here. I forgot to do that. There we go. You know what? I got one other thing I need to do. I did not get I don't have the pictures ready to go. Oh, no. It has been a rough week, man, for me. It's been weirdly busy.
I don't know. A 2-hour discussion about the walkout. So when you get ready, we'll set the timer.
Yeah, we'll set a timer. According to my wristwatch. I don't wear a watch.
I'm not really sure there's anything I could talk about for 2 solid hours. Unless you get hour 1, I get hour 2, or vice versa.
I could talk about a movie for 2 solid hours.
You've done
it? I've done it for longer than that. Way longer than that. All right. I guess we can just fucking get into it then. We've already started talking a little bit of wrestling with AEW. We'll go ahead and get into it. As I did mention right in the beginning, WWE has made another announcement and made another partnership. And this partnership is, I guess it's a little bit different. They've joined Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. They have come together to do some stuff together. They're going to be doing they put out tweets. They did all that stuff. I don't know what Smart just did there. Did you do something?
Shouldn't have.
What just happened there? Oh, that was weird. It just turned blue out of nowhere. That was
because I was pulling something up here for a second, so I didn't even have a tab open for there. But yeah.
No, I mean, this is where I wanted to be with a picture, but holy shit, that was fucked up. But anyway, as you can see here, this is fine. You guys know this fucking room is a mess. But they did announce this just yesterday that they have signed a new long-term strategic partnership. Now, let's go ahead and break down what that strategic partnership is, Mark. We're going to have some cross-brand appearances. This is one of the, obviously, major working components in this partnership. So you're going to have regular appearances from players on. Now, wait a minute. Let's just start with who the Major League Sports and Entertainment Company owns. Should we start there, Smark?
Sure.
Let's start there. Toronto Maple Leafs of the NHL, the Toronto Raptors of the NBA, the Toronto FC of the MLS. I'm not sure what that is. The Toronto What? No, say it again. Major League Soccer?
Soccer, football.
Okay, okay. Toronto Argonauts, the CFL, which I believe is the Canadian Football League.
Sure is.
Scotiabank Arena, the home of the Leafs and the Raptors, so the NHL and the NBA team. And they have other major facilities like BMO Field and Coca-Cola Coliseum. So they've joined a pretty big company up there in the Canadian Toronto area. Smart can't believe it. He's over here choking.
Mm-hmm.
So
excited.
Oh yeah, I see that. So we're gonna have appearances from players from the teams like the Maple Leafs and the Raptors at WWE events, and WWE superstars appearing at their games and events, I'm sure. Merchandise collaborations, the two brands are going to work together to have unique licensed products. So they're going to be doing more of that stuff like they've been doing for a lot of people. You're going to see obviously more title belts coming out for all these teams and everything like that, and other whatever they do, watches and shit like that. Content development, they are planning to create new original digital content to merge these two companies' partnership a little closer, and it's going to be joint outreach programs, which is kind of what they always do. But their first event together is going to be, it looks like Sunday, January 25th of 2026. And it's going to be starting at the Toronto Maple Leafs game. You're going to see WWE superstars making an appearance there. Then the next night on Monday, they're going to be at the Scotiabank Arena, airing live from Netflix. That'll be a Monday Night Raw. And then Tuesday, the 27th, there's another Maple Leafs game, and you're going to see WWE superstars there. I would assume all of these are going to be in the Scotiabank Arena, so they're not going to have to go anywhere to do it. But another big partnership for WWE, man. They just keep racking them up. And like I said, this isn't like they're joining another wrestling company. That's not what they're doing at all. They are joining basically a promotion company, but in Canada, which will put them right in TNA's backyard.
Let me tell you what, as we near the holiday season, is there anything more heartwarming than two giant corporations pairing together to make each other more money?
Oh, it's awesome. Dude, they are so buying TNA. Now they're going into Canada. Oh my God. They are so sneakily buying TNA. Oh, hell yes.
Apparently, Joe Hendry has signed with WWE.
I didn't see that anywhere.
It just broke.
Oh, really? Wait. Do we have like
news.
Okay, hold on.
Do we have a sting?
Let me see. Let me see if I can find breaking news. Joe Hendry, WWE. News. All right. 4 minutes ago, wrestlingnews.co. I've got something here.
Shit, I accidentally typed news.
Now, this is wrestlingnews.co. I haven't seen this anywhere else yet. But this is also, okay, this is being broken by Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful.com, who confirmed the signing on X, so you know it's got to be true. So in his post, Sapp stated Joe Hendry has officially signed with WWE. So shit, good for Joe Hendry. I personally don't see the whatever. Hold on, this site is bandwidth. Is that better?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. He posted the Fightful link. I do see that, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Norab. That I already got it, man. I don't. It seems like when I start pulling up pages is when I'm starting to lag right now. I got a lot of shit open up here, and I don't know why my computer's been running really bad lately. So I'm probably going to need to. I think it needs a good PC clean and a defrag. So, but this partnership seems like it's going to be pretty big for WWE and the other company. I mean, shit, this gives Canada's got more wrestling now. Look at that. You all right, Smark? You okay? You got a little Little weather change, cold going on there.
It seems to be the case, unfortunately.
Okay. Norab, did I see the pics? I can't go to that one on my phone. My phone is one Facebook account. My computer's the other. No, I didn't. Is Triple H pointing at him?
Of course.
All right, you're going to make me do it. Fuck it, I'll go. It's just Facebook. Who cares? Let me go to it real quick and see the pics. Now I have to do this. See, this is what y'all do. This is horrible. It's horrible. If I pull this up and it's fucking Stuttering John pics, I swear to God, I'm going to fucking lose my shit.
Okay, then. Let's get ready.
No, okay, it wasn't. He sent me Stuttering John pics on another one. On another message. I'm so just...
It'd be solid
God,
material if you just checked the pics and didn't say what the pics were and then just said I had seen the pics.
All right, Norab. Maybe later. Maybe later. Maybe later. We'll talk. Let me close this down. But yeah, Fightful is reporting it 100%. So good for him. Like I said, I don't see it, but crowd loves him, and he's over with the fans. That's really all that matters. Doesn't matter if I like the guy or not. I'm happy for him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, it's always nice to see people who can get money like that, get a nice big contract or whatever.
And to be honest with you, it's nice to see the fans get what they want for once from WWE. They've been, I'm not going to say they've been fucking fans over for the past fucking year, but they've been fucking fans over for the past fucking year. I mean,
if they were literally doing so, you'd be getting more for what you're paying for than what they're currently providing.
Well, I mean, they're priding themselves on this whole long-term storytelling thing. And let's be honest, it's starting to just get like lazy. Okay, you're just telling one fucking story. It's time to fucking move on and start a new one, something original.
It's kind of a great scheme, though, if you think about it. It's like, oh no, we're setting up for the long term. This is a long term story that we're telling. It's like, well, we don't actually have anything. We're just going to keep kicking that ball down the road.
Dude, they've been kicking that ball for, I think we're going on, my God. Dude, this whole bloodline thing started during the fucking pandemic. Dude, remember the matches where you could hear Roman saying everything to Jimmy or Jay? Jimmy. They were great. No audience, but Roman turned awesome right then, just shit talking through the whole match. And dude, this is 5 years. We're going on almost 6 years later, Smark.
I think retroactively speaking, I'm going to declare this probably one of the worst storylines ever. Because if you think about it, well, I'm not saying that it wasn't a good storyline, but if you think about just for the way that I look at things, it made Cody Rhodes a star, which is a big negative in my opinion, and it killed Jeff Cobb's career. So that is two like real. You elevated a wrestler I hate and killed a wrestler I love.
But Sami Zayn became a crowd favorite during this too, which I think a lot of people were happy about. He deserved it.
I like him. I felt bad for him because like he wasn't winning matches, and then like he started getting pushed and he started winning matches because he got over with the people, and then people just were like, he wins too many matches. Fuck this guy. It's like, jeez, just can't win.
Well, and then he got over with everyone, and then he came out for one of those John Cena open challenges and ripped fucking both of his shoulders, hyping up for the entrance, and still had to go out and do the match. So some good things have come out of this storyline. I'm not going to fucking bullshit. A lot of people not very happy with the whole Jey Uso thing going on right now, but I mean, that is what it is. I'm not even going to get into it, but I don't know, man. It's, I mean, at some point you got to go, can we do something original and stop just fucking riding the same storyline coattails, if you will. If that makes sense, I think it makes sense.
The snow mountains.
Storyline coattails. I think that makes sense.
Maybe.
Well, if you're riding someone's coattails, you're, just kind of glomming onto them. They're kind of. That's exactly. It actually does make sense. They're glomming onto this fucking story.
Mm-hmm.
And milking it for every fucking penny.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Milking it.
See,
just milking it.
I don't have the kind of money to have like a coat with tails. So you lost me with coattails, but then you won me right back with milking.
Oh, all right. I don't have a coat with tails yet. I do have a trench coat, but that's as far as I. No. I can't even wear it anymore.
The trench coat thing sets me up at it's a fork in the road. Because do I make
first of all
the obvious Pee Wee Herman flasher joke, or do I make a much darker joke with trench coats that everyone could also see coming?
First of all, it's not tan. Okay. It doesn't have a strap, a belt on it. It's just it's black. It's wool. It's big. It's
big and black, though.
I can really only wear it when I'm wearing a suit, because it's a fancy trench coat. I used to try to wear it with jeans and everything, but people are just like, "That's a fucking nice coat." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And now, I basically it stayed a dry cleaning bag, because I got 5 fucking dogs, and if you sneeze in my house, your clothes have dog hair all over them. No matter how many times we vacuum, dust. I vacuum every night. Plus, I have a robot vacuum that I run every day my kids are at school. And it seems like I cannot get enough fucking dog hair out of this house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I vacuum every night. I do.
I was just noticing that you're taking advantage of the fact that True North is not yet here by talking about your house cleaning routine. I was waiting for the comment. The comment didn't show up yet. I was like, oh, any minute now. Nope, he's not here right now. Okay. All right.
Yes, and by robot vacuum, I do mean my Mexican housekeeper I keep in the basement.
No, you can't just duct tape an antenna onto her head and call her a robo-vac. It doesn't work that way.
Listen, tomato, sir. Tomato. Exactly. I make her beep boop, so she is a robot. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Also, speaking Spanish is not a robot noise.
Yes.
I think it works that way.
She doesn't go beep boop. She goes a beep boop.
Ayúdame. Ayúdame. Oh, she's making robot noises. No, she is not, sir.
Oh, I do need a new quesadilla maker. Thank you for reminding me. My dogs knocked mine on the floor a week ago, and I went to pick it up, and it just flew out of my hand. It went. My quesadilla maker was in 3 fucking pieces. 3 pieces. So you just reminded me. Tomorrow, I'm gonna have to run to Walmart and grab me a quesadilla maker. Actually, I think Home Depot has better ones, I believe. Love Home Depot.
Nope. Some jokes are just too easy.
Your mind goes to bad places, Smark.
Anyway, so
bad places, sir.
Corporate synergy, is that what we're talking about?
How am I considered the conservative here? How the fuck is that happen? Okay. Anyway, I think we should move on topics. Let's talk about Chavo Guerrero.
Jesus. I owe so many people in my family an apology.
Listen, I swear to God, it was my next story up. I am not lying. Chavo was speaking with Bill Apter and was talking about what's going on kind of with his career and where it's heading now. And Chavo did announce that he has just resigned with WWE, working backstage and not really with WWE itself, but more with the AAA promotion. So Chavo said to Bill Apter, I just resigned with WWE. I'm putting together, helping out with their AAA show. He said, AAA is awesome. It was always awesome. Lucha Libre, that's where my family originated from. So I have a big love of Lucha Libre. Just to see AAA under that WWE umbrella is pretty awesome, pretty cool. I just see such big things coming from this show. We want to help keep the tradition. No, we want to keep the tradition of Lucha Libre and keep what makes Lucha so amazing. And you do that with the WWE marketing and just the WWE style. Oh my God. I think the sky is the limit, and I think the show is going to skyrocket and give fans even better wrestling. So there you go. He's mentioning wrestlers he'd like to see get involved. He says Penta, Ray Phoenix, and he ran out of Mexican wrestlers in WWE. Oh, and of course Rey Mysterio. I mean,
Yeah, it's one of the two Mexican wrestlers we acknowledge in this company. It's him and the guy who's been dead for fucking 20 years.
Yeah. Oh, I got a bad picture of Chavo. Sorry about that, everybody. Little blurry.
I was trying to see. I can't find anything that confirms or denies. Has he ever actually worked for AAA, like prior to this? I'm looking online and I'm not seeing anything. I mean, I guess he worked for fucking Lucha Underground. I don't remember. Well, yeah, I do remember that actually.
If you went to his wiki, did any more than one or two matches there, it should be in the rear section. Otherwise, I mean, if you really want to go to cagematch.net or something, but
that's where I am.
Okay, so you're at the second place I would have gone, which that works too. If you don't see any, I don't know. It might be all backstage.
There's one from '95, and that seems to be the only time he's worked there, or just the only time anybody's had a recorded history of him working there. So I guess it's plausible.
It's plausible. Okay, I like plausible is good. I like plausible.
I don't know. I can't really be the one to sit here and go on a tirade in defense of Lucha Libre after we made a bunch of Mexican housekeeper jokes. But he's talking about. Okay, yeah, you. After you did.
Oh, that, me.
And I'm exonerated. That's right. After you did that, you said these terribly. He was fucking talking about the legacy and prestige or whatever of Lucha Libre, and I just sort of tuned out because I don't trust anything WWE says about this. But he was talking about preserving the integrity of Lucha Libre or whatever. I was like, did you guys just put the fucking a belt on Ethan Page? Mexican wrestling superstar Ethan Page.
Well, I mean, it's Ethan Page. What are you going to do? I mean, there you go. I think I like that better. Okay. But, I don't know. Dude, Logic. I don't know. I don't know about Logic and all that shit, man. Bringing that into wrestling, just craziness. What's wrong with you, Smark?
I mean, I understand you got to say what you got to say when you work for them and you're trying to collect paychecks, but does anybody that's not being paid by them actually believe they give a flying fuck about the history, prestige, legacy of Lucha Libre Mexican wrestling at all in general?
No. And I see, a lot of guys in Lucha Libre are worried that WWE is going to put their heavy fingerprints on the AAA style and make it more WWE style. And I'm going to tell you what, you put a guy like Chavo, who is more of a WWE guy than probably any other company, you might just get a little tampering with that style. They may try to get you to back off a few things a little bit. And of course, you're not going to see much of Alberto Del Rio, if any.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be another contract that just fizzles away. It's just going to fizzle. I think they'd rather pay him to be somewhere else and not at their shows. I'm sorry, dude. The guy has a really bad reputation, and he does nothing to try to clear it, to try to do anything. Good riddance, as far as I'm concerned. I don't hate the guy, but good riddance.
So I'm continuing to comb Wikipedia. Like we already mentioned that he had like one page match entry of him working in AAA.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
nothing on his Wikipedia profile, but there is some on Eddie's. So Eddie worked there, yes. Chavo, not so much.
Okay. Well, for some reason, Eddie took over Chavo, or Chavo took over Eddie. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He tried. He tried. Anyway, isn't was it yesterday or today? One of the anniversaries of Eddie's passing, or his birthday, and I think the anniversary was
On
passed
his Wikipedia, November 13th, so today is when he passed away. Well, not today, but
today.
2005. That didn't just happen.
No, this is literally 20 years today.
Mhm.
Wow. No, I'm glad we mentioned that because I would have been pretty I would have been upset tomorrow had we forgot to mention that today was 20 years since Eddie Guerrero's passing. Probably one of the only guys I cried when I found out he was gone in wrestling.
Yeah,
I really did.
38 too.
I was a huge fan, man. I was such, and I mean, fuck it. Let's just Chavo gets us talking about Eddie. See, he's so good. He's so good at this. Eddie, man. I mean, I remember when he came in to WWE from WCW, not that big of a frame. Came in, did a few things, got hurt, came back, looked like fucking Triple H, jacked to the gills, started doing the stuff with China. I loved every moment with China. Every moment of Mamacita, I loved every bit of it. I don't know how much of that you got to watch or have seen,
Oh, no, I
but
saw it.
that stuff was absolutely amazing. I mean, that was even, you could even see the smile. I mean, China wouldn't stop smiling half the time he was out there. It was great to see her happy, especially, now looking back on those videos. It's great to see her, knowing how happy she was during that moment. And she spoke of that whole storyline, that it was one of her best moments in wrestling. And you could tell, Eddie was loving working with her. She was awesome, man. Those two were so good together. But Eddie, seriously, I cried when I found out he passed. I was in my car. You're gonna cry in the car. I cried in the car. You know you're gonna cry in the car. I cried in the car.
There was one not too long ago. It was a couple months at this point, I think, where when Dominic won the Intercontinental title, he posted a photo on Twitter of him. He just put the belt down at Eddie's grave. It was just a photo of the belt over his grave. And it was just like, oof. That got me in the feels for a minute there.
Yeah, yeah. It was just. I mean, it was so. It was sudden. It was, no. I mean, it was unexpected, and Chavo talked about the phone call he got right before Eddie passed, where he told him he loved him, and I was there a dark side of the ring on Eddie?
No, not really. What you're thinking of is the Chris Benoit one,
Yes,
where they,
exactly.
which like, fuck him
Yes.
to death. May he burn in hell. But like, if you go back in time, just sort of seeing that like before what happened, seeing the way he took that was just like, oof, that was hard. Like it fucking crushed him.
Oh, that Benoit death did crush him, and you
Well,
you 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 knew it. And I mean, listen, I've said this 1,000 times. You're right. Fuck that guy. May he burn in hell. Exactly what you said. I 100% agree with it. But when I hear Jericho and other people talk good about Chris Benoit, they knew him in a way that us fucking little people, to put it mildly, didn't. And they choose to remember their friend in a good way and not the piece of shit that killed his child. And I have no problem with that. They're not in denial over it. They know what happened, but they choose to remember the good and not the bad. And there's no, and we shouldn't. A lot of people come down on Jericho for that, and other guys, and it's just not right. They knew him in a way we never ever could have. So friends and family slack, Jesus Christ, you don't see. I mean, David Benoit, kid loves. I'm sure he still loves his dad, no matter what he did.
sure. I mean, I feel terrible for him because he wants to get into wrestling, but it's like it's not going to happen. Like you could be the greatest wrestler of all time. It's just you look way too much like him for that shit to
I'm
happen.
telling you, you got to put him in a mask. It's the only way you're going to get him out there. And even then, you're risking your reputation if you do.
Just never take the mask off.
Ever, you have to live with it.
Also,
Okay,
maybe
now we're
avoid calling yourself Pegasus either. Like, you don't make it fucking obvious. Don't use any of the names he used. Just fucking, I don't know, make yourself Tiger or something. Tiger Mask 18.3.
Why is he coming out like a Wolverine?
I am L Wolverine. It's like, you didn't learn anything, kid. God damn it, we tried to help you.
His name is just Logan? Just Logan? That's it? Something's weird here.
L Canadian handicapper. And it's like, nope.
These are bad jokes because since my son is named Logan after Wolverine.
What if you just try to pull
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
He should try to pull a fast one and just like call himself Daniel Hart. Just claim to be one of the Harts. Like, even though we all know what the truth is, just be like, no, I'm Daniel Hart.
I really feel. I mean, he should not, and I think I've said this before. He should not pay. You shouldn't have to pay for your father's sins. I get it, but we are in a different era now where social media would crucify this. If social media would crucify it. So, they're supporting child killers now, are they? Which, and there would be that the asshole contention that would say that. Absolutely, they would. So, I just feel like in this, my God, I know I sound old right now, but in this climate, in this day and age, it just shouldn't. It just can't happen. Even like I said, even under a mask, you're risking reputation.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, look, if you're a shitty indie, a shindy, whatever, or even maybe you don't give a shit about that. And hey, you know what? Maybe if he gets a break, maybe people don't care. Maybe it'd be a good trial, but I don't know. He shouldn't pay for his father's, crime.
Well, the problem is, like, before, everything used, like, AAA used to be a lawless land. Where just anything could happen. We fucking Del Rio worked there. We were just talking about it. Like, you could just be a terrible human being and you could just, like, still go and work for AAA. That avenue no longer exists. So, like, that's a good thing, I guess. But, like, in this case, sad.
True. I mean, I don't know. It's just, I mean, trust me, you would get plenty of people defending him who think the way I do, and you would probably but you're still going to get the other voices out there really coming down and crucifying WWE or whoever AEW. I honestly wouldn't doubt if AEW would take him on for some reason or another. But but I mean, why? Why? I mean, just to throw him, they'd only have him on Collision. That's it. It's the only show they would ever have him on. And that just sounds wrong. See, Smark even laughed at that. I knew where he was going.
And if he loses twice in a row, he's walking right the fuck out. So you better make sure that you put the kid over.
And that leads us right into our next story. God damn, you're good, Smark.
You're the best.
Which does bring us to I guess you could call it a walkout. That word became big when, Sasha and Naomi walked out. So that's what everyone is calling this. It was so this all happened in AEW, and this all started on Collision, as we just mentioned. The walkout happened between, it was Nixon Newell and Miranda. Is it Alize or is it Miranda Alize?
Alize.
Okay. Formerly Tegan Knox over there in WWE. And they had a match. Okay. So they were scheduled to face TJ, Jay Mello, and Anna Jay on Collision. But they were going to lose for a second time in a row because they had just lost in their AEW debut the prior week. They were going to lose again. And reportedly, they were told the match was only going to be 3 minutes long. And they didn't really want to get squashed again. This sounds like a whole "this doesn't work for me, brother" thing. So
I just love the idea that they would be the people to pull that. Like, do you know what kind of stars we are? Like, we do not know. We don't know. No, we're not familiar.
See, Nora was saying it was a horrible match, and that was another part of it. Is Daniel O'Brien made Maxie Dupree
look like Kurt Angle.
Oh,
I've not personally seen this match, but according to the man on the scene, NORAP says, I saw that match, but a horrible match made Maxine Dupree look like Kurt Angle. 3-minute one.
Dude, the fact that you watch Collision, I'm impressed, my brother. I'm impressed. So let's keep going here. So they didn't want a quick squash match, which, all right, that's fine. They just thought it wouldn't be beneficial to their brand or future bookings. I'm going to stop there for a second. You're on television. What other future bookings do you have that are televised?
For the life of me, and I would love somebody to try to explain this to me. I would love for them to try to explain this to me. Mm-hmm. I don't understand what the play is here. It's like, all right, so if we lose twice in a row, that'll make us look bad. But what won't make us look bad is quitting because we don't want to lose. Like, when everybody gets word of how professional we are, we'll be right back in WWE in no time.
Yeah, it
like, let me set the bar for you for a minute. Ronda Rousey did at least one match, maybe more than one, for them in Ring of Honor and had no incident. Like, as much as people like to talk about how bad of an attitude she had or has or what have you, she came in, came out, not a problem, didn't shit on them. Everything was fine.
Yeah, it was one match, and I believe she even said she did that as a favor to Marina Shafir.
Her friend. Even so, she didn't complain about it. So that's
absolutely. No, it's the one thing she hasn't complained about.
Pretty much.
I mean, out of all the things Ronda Rousey complains about, and we know she loves to complain, she has not complained about her a few minutes in ROH, her little match there. I almost said Collision match, but no, it was an ROH match. So yeah, it's the one thing she has not fucking complained about. Atta girl, Ronda. All right, let's keep going a little more with this. And I totally agree with Smark. This in no way is going to help your brand or future bookings, as you just did mention in this. So they first requested more time. This is all reportedly, and whatever. And actually, this part is, I believe, from her social media post, is that they requested more time. That was denied. Show plans were locked in. So they made the decision to go ahead and just leave 1 hour before the show went live. Let me explain something, folks. When you have a show that is already locked in and you've advertised a match, and now you got to fucking scramble to fucking get another team in there. Look, I don't care if somebody was standing by and they had no issue doing that. This is not, I mean, this is fucking a company hardcore. I know it doesn't seem like it. Oh, it's just you replace them. There's a fucking they're a dime a dozen. That's not exactly the point. Not exactly the point. I mean, if someone wasn't, supposed to work that night, they weren't supposed to fucking work that night. But so they of course went on their social media and confirmed that it was the 3-minute timing that they didn't want. And they said, nobody is going to be happy with 3 minutes. Let me just make real clear. The Divas were happy with 3 minutes every fucking week for like 5 years. They were happy to get, I know they started bitching at the end, but for like 5 years, they were all good. I'm sorry I cut you off.
I mean, I don't know if they were happy about it, but they just made do. I mean, it's maybe semantics, but they figured out a way to make it work, I guess.
I don't remember a lot of them bitching about it until AJ Lee started to. And I got to tell you, if you listen to shoot interviews, do you hear them complaining about the fact that they only had 3 minutes during the Divas era? Not really.
I mean, I think Victoria did.
Well,
I mean, not straight up like stomping your foot, complaining, but just like, yeah, I wish we had more time because we thought we could put on good matches. Like nothing like bad attitude wise, but another thing about that is like, if you're not happy with it, it's only 3 minutes. Like you're gonna get paid, and you only have to work 3 minutes. Like if you hate the way it's going, wouldn't that make it better? Or it's like, all right, it's only like, yeah, this sucks shit, but it's 3 minutes. We can get through 3 minutes.
See, and I know that's not really the right. That's not the right attitude either to take. Is, oh well, I'm still getting paid. 3 minutes, I'm getting paid. I agree with that. I would take the check. I'm 100% down with that, dude. I am right with you on that. And I get it. They want to go out there and, no, I want 2 more minutes to show my art. Well, we've got 3 minutes. Do you want it or not? I would have said, you know what? We can just cut the match. That would have been my whole thing with it. We can just cut this fucking match. You don't want to do it? Fuck you. I would have just cut the fucking whole match. That's me. I can be an asshole. I've fired people.
Mm-hmm. So apparently, Team Max has an Amazon wish list with lots of household items, a Roomba, 3 espresso machines. Easy for me to say. I don't know why you would need 3 of them.
A Roomba. See, you need those robot vacuums.
See, if I could copy and paste, which I unfortunately can't, I would read each and every one of these because I find this amusing. But unfortunately, I cannot access this here Amazon wish list.
No. Does he have your... No.
No.
That's right. You're under an assumed name here.
That's right. I'm in witness protection.
I think you've come in under your real name a few times on YouTube anyway, so who cares? But during those times.
Mm-hmm. Perhaps it has been common knowledge as to what my name is based on things that I may or may not have allowed to happen or been responsible for.
Not like I sit here and announce it. I mean, I do things that I sit here and announce my kids' names, and people tell me not to do that.
I think I can. Hold on, let me see. I think I did copy and paste it. potentially.
How did you do that?
No, I did not. Son of a bitch.
You can't copy and paste if it's in the on the screen anywhere. But anyway, we'll look at it another time. Yeah, we just can't copy and paste. Oh, it's on my Facebook. Hold on. He's making me do it again. Let's see what's on this old wish list here. Oh, got a photo? No, here it is. We'll put this on the old screen in just a second here. I'll share this once it's pulled up. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Here we go.
Also, real quick, to actually talk about the matter at hand, like, so much changes if you just fucking wrestle the 3-minute match, lose the 3-minute match, and then leave and just say that you were unhappy with the creative direction. Because it's like, all right, cool, whatever. Like, whether you agree with, like, they should have been used better or not, that's a matter of opinion. But, like, if you just say, hey, we left because we're just not happy with the way things are going, it's like, all right, cool. You can't, that's hard to object to. But then if you're just like, you're not going, we left because we don't want to lose a predetermined wrestling match, it's like, all right, cool, have fun, never getting work again.
Yeah. All right, we'll get back into that. Let's share this real quick. Okay. Oh, he's right. I see 2 espresso machines on here.
Let's see. Blow dry spray.
Ooh. All right, yeah, you
Oops, sorry.
Oh,
I tried to enlarge it and I made it worse.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, all you can do is maximize. That's all you can do. Not much more you can do. Oh, here's what I can do though. How's that? A little better?
Yeah, no, what I was trying to do is I was trying to zoom in on my screen because I have a touch screen, so I was trying to make it larger, but I fucked up.
Oh. Okay. Gotcha. All right, so we got the 2 espresso machines. We've got a blow dry spray. What is that? Oh, it's a frizz. I don't know what the fuck that is. A pooper scooper. A pooper.
I'm gonna hope it's for a pet and not for a unique fetish.
Yeah, let's hope. What is this below it? A
Magic Puzzles 3-pack series.
No, above that.
City, the Awakened Artifacts.
No, above that. What?
Some Packish Pirates.
No, what's above that? What the fuck is above that?
Ale Hermanian Amber Ode Gold Edition Arabian Perfume.
Oh, it's a perfume. Okay, now I see what it is. Okay. And yes, magic puzzles. You got to have magic puzzles. You got to have jigsaw puzzles.
Japanese traditional art.
Japanese art. There's a Roomba. You know what? I think I might have the exact same fucking vacuum.
All right. Okay. Now we got a privacy fence here too. So then there's a little dog. So let's assume that she has a dog.
That's $40. Jesus Christ, that's not bad. That's not bad. So she must have a dog.
I think it's just a cover.
That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, it is. That's still pretty cheap. It's only 100. Let's see. It's only. I mean, it's 50 feet. Not that big. We got some protein shakers. We got hooks. You can't afford fucking $13.99 for hooks. Dude, I'm sorry, if you can't afford $13.99 for hooks, you should have fucking taken the goddamn match.
She can't do it now. She's out of work.
Oh my lord! No, people will buy her this shit. People will buy this stuff.
See, Tony, you're actually going in the opposite direction that I was going in because I was like, all these kind of seem reasonable. Like, it seems like it's better than just being like, okay, I want this like $5,000 thing that I've seen on Amazon. Where it's like, hey, I want this $13 thing. Maybe I get it, maybe I don't. Who knows?
I'm just going to admit something. This fucking portable hammock with stand looks badass. I want one, actually. It's got you see this? It's got the little case with it right there. I actually want that. I actually wouldn't mind that. $10. Oh my god! Take the fucking plant therapy for $9.50. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oil diffuser, a giant chalk. Oh yeah, you need a big calendar chalkboard. Oh yeah, for what? All your dates that you're not going to get now.
Well, you don't know when she added this. This might have been before she walked out. Ironically, the
Yeah.
simple plan to wealth. It's like, well,
Literally, what you do is you get a cheap ass whiteboard and you fucking grab yourself some tape and you make a calendar. Oh, iron. Look at that. Got to have an iron with a retractable cord. Actually, I would like an iron with a retractable cord, to be honest with you.
I hear you.
You know what? I'm gonna pull that link up and save it, actually. let me bookmark that for myself here. I'm not
Start
going to
building your
lie.
own wish list. Hey, you never
I'm
know.
not going to lie. I do iron. Okay, this is ridiculous. Oh, non-stick pots and pans. Yeah, that's not a bad set. My wife got these stuff called Caro Fight or some shit. They're badass. They heat up in like seconds. Oh, there's another espresso machine. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting board. Ooh, I like that cutting board.
This is actually all pretty reasonable. I thought there'd be something that was like fantastical.
That knife set's bad. Oh my god, I would love to throw all my knives away and buy that. Oh my god. Save that to another. I'm gonna bookmark that too. She's got some things on here I want now that I'm looking.
Mm-hmm.
Those food containers are great too. 24 labels, 24 pieces for $30. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna buy some of this shit from my house.
This is taking an unexpected turn. I thought we were going to find some weird shit on here we could make fun of her for, but now it's just become you like buying household
It's
items.
really just stuff to keep her house clean, and I'm, a couple of, like I said, the things that are 10, $15, come on, take those off, but not bad. What
Welcome
is
to Bed
this?
Bath and Boxman.
This dinnerware set for $100 ain't bad either. That's stoneware. I'm gonna take a look at that too. My God, I got 4 links here I need to look at later. Anyway, that did take a weird turn there. I thought I was gonna be more
Oh, here we
fun.
go. They might make more money with her OnlyFans page. She had 8K paid subscribers for $20. I'm assuming like $20 a month.
Yeah, well, you better start getting naked. Um,
Well, what the business model seems to be is you start off fairly tame and then you show like a nipple or like 3% of your butthole in one picture, and then you go back to putting like fully clothed photos on and people keep giving you money.
true. Now, they also didn't really help themselves when they were posting pictures of themselves out and with, on after the match going, no better way to spend a Saturday. So they were replaced by Hyatt and Maya World. They were replaced. And a lot of people in the locker room were pretty disappointed that they had walked out. Word is Brian Danielson even was disappointed with the situation and how it went down. But they are all still saying that it didn't go down as an argument. They were cleared to leave. I'm sure they were told to leave.
That's got to be a
Um,
shitty situation to be in if you're them, because if you're like trying to argue the case, it's like, yeah, but it was only 3 minutes, and he's just staring at you like, they fucking had me lose 18 seconds on WrestleMania. Shut the fuck up, go out there and do your job. And I got over because of it. Now shut up and do your fucking job.
Great point. Great point. Danielson looking at him like, are you fucking kidding me?
3 minutes? I'd fucking kill for 3 minutes. You know how many fucking arm bars I can do in 3 minutes?
I literally kissed a girl and got knocked the fuck out. Come on. What are you too fucking stupid?
True North says the American economy is so bad that hookers are starting wish lists.
Hey, you do what you gotta do in this day and age, sir.
Mm-hmm. I don't think most prostitutes are like asking for like cutlery. Although it makes sense, I suppose. Certain
I don't know.
occupational hazards.
The last thing I would, if I had anyone like a sex worker, the last thing I would get her is cutlery. That's like, here's
Well,
the gun. Here's a gun. I bought you. Look, it's purple. I'm actually gonna try to get my wife a purple gun for Christmas. But anyway, Place down the street's got a good deal on one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see if I can snag it somehow. See if my parents will help me buy it.
Best of luck.
Well, they buy it. I pay them.
Yeah, I kind of figured that's how that was going to.
Through my business account, because I have money in my business account, and then it'll be a different. Because she can see when I spend money, but if I do it after Christmas, she won't know. So I'll get them to buy it first, so it's a surprise. Anyhow, enough of that. I think we're both in agreement that this probably will not go well for their careers. But then again, you never know. Sometimes this stuff does go well for their careers. I got to be honest. I can't call shit anymore. I don't know what people are going to like or dislike. I think I'm just old.
I don't think it'll go great for their careers, but like Norab said, they got an OnlyFans, so that's probably how they're going to make money from now on. Although it'd be pretty funny if like their punishment was just that they ended up having to be forced to do a podcast with Conrad. Like that's your community service now if you fuck up in the wrestling industry.
I guess JBL did something because he's got one now.
Oh. Like, yep. I mean, JBL was a god-awful fucking commentator, but I don't wish Conrad upon him. That's
more. No, this is more money for Conrad. Are you kidding? Do you know how much he's charging for all this shit?
I mean, yes, it's more money for him, but I'm saying I don't wish Conrad upon JBL. JBL doesn't deserve that kind of shabby treatment.
Conrad, his name's fucking 6 letters. Keep the word con, add the word man. Con man. It's not a fucking Conrad, he's a con man. When are y'all gonna fucking pick up on this shit?
God bless him. I mean, he's running.
I've said before, I respect his hustle, but
I feel like calling it a hustle is a bit egregious. I like I said, grift, scheme, plot, plan,
scheme, grift, whatever. Pyramid. It's basically a fucking pyramid scheme, and everybody's fucking jumping in on it. But anyway, they'll do it.
Well, to be fair, he has to come up with some kind of plan because I don't think the OnlyFans model is going to be sustainable for him.
No. Come on, I got some. I got some blue chew. I got blue chew.
Y'all ever see Varsity Blues? I done did the whipped cream bikini. I had to buy 20 canisters of whipped cream. It's actually cost prohibitive. I'm losing more on these fucking photos that I'm making. Let me tell you what.
So y'all don't forget to subscribe to our Patreon. And Jesus Christ. That's a good movie, actually. It's actually a good movie. I like that. Tweeter drank beer because Tweeter drinks beer. And you know, funny you bring up that movie with James Vanderbeek because my wife was just telling me a story she was reading that he's having to sell like memorabilia in order to pay his bills right now. He's hitting some hard times. Mr. Vanderbeek.
Hard times.
He's hitting hard times, baby. When you got to sell your memorabilia, pay your bills. That's hard times.
When those residuals for Dawson's Creek stop showing up, and you have to sell your football helmet from the Varsity Blues, that you're gonna have some real Varsity Blues now. Let me tell you. My son done got a neck tattoo on account of he solved racism with his sex alien wife. She is so attractive, but she do kind of look like a lizard person.
Nah, she's fucking hot. Let's be honest. She is fucking smoking hot.
I'm not saying that she's not attractive. She is very much attractive. But there's just something about, like, I don't know, the eyes or something. Like, if it turned out that she was reptilian, I would not be surprised. I don't believe in that bullshit, but, like, if ever there would be evidence of such things, if it turned out she was a lizard person, I'd buy it.
I got a roll of tinfoil in the other room. Do I need it? We can make a hat or something?
I'm going to gain about 80 more pounds and become the next Alex Jones.
They're turning the frogs gay, I'll tell you. They're turning the frogs gay.
Well, I mean, if ever there would be an animal to be gay, it would be one with an essentially like a very long tongue like that.
I've seen it. I've seen them fucking. I've seen it. Little frog dick going into a male frog's ass. Like anyway, buy my The World Is Gonna End kit. because it's gonna end.
I thought you were going to say
99,
barbecue sauce.
99 for my kid. It's got a.
I take back everything I said. I want a fucking Alex Jones and Conrad podcast. That would kick so much fucking ass.
Oh.
Now, were the frogs really gay, or is that just rumor and innuendo? You ever see?
Oh my God! You know what? I think I would listen to that. I would.
I hate both of them, but I would do it in a heartbeat.
I would too. Absolutely, I would. I'm liking it. I actually like that. Alex Jones and Conrad. Conrad, we just gave you an idea. If you don't fucking cut us in, I swear to God, I'm coming after you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Better watch it, bitch. I got guns. Knives, swords, bows, arrows.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't mind giving people my kids' names and shit. Come on. Bring it. Come on. Anyway, we did say we were going to be talking about the women's PWI 250, and we are. We will, let's go ahead and do the, we'll start with the top 15, and then I'll share the screen with everybody who's over here on YouTube, and we can kind of go through a little bit of that so you guys can all see I do have all 250 here. Well, you can't go to a wrestling site and get all 250. You have to go to a fucking comic book site to get all 250.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess you could actually pay for the magazine.
Yeah, there's no point in doing such things. Printed press is a dead medium.
Fuck does that anymore. So let's start with that. Now, you guys remember how this works, PWI. We're going by in-ring achievement, win-loss record, championships, tournaments won. As far as their influence, visibility, prestige within a promotion or the industry, technical ability, you got the variety of moves, the quality of matches, in-ring storytelling, and, overall success, and, of course, a minimum of 10 singles matches total or 6 matches within separate months. That really doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Evaluation, it really doesn't. Evaluation period is from October 1st, 2024 to September 30th of 2025. So let's do this. Let's start at 15, Smark. What do you think?
Sure.
We start 15 with Lyra Valkyria. Okay. All right. I believe she's an NXT girl. Not bad. Not bad. Number 14, we're looking at Starlight Kid. I have never heard of Starlight Kid.
She's on Stardom. She wrestles in like a tiger type of mask. She's pretty cool.
Here. Let's see if I can. Oh, okay. I see her. You're right. Tiger style mask. Okay. I looked up a quick picture. Now I know who they are. Number 13 is Nia Jax. Okay. Let's move on. Number 12 is Liv Morgan. Now injured, but let's face it. Last year in the beginning of this year, everybody was really, she was very over with the crowd. Everybody was kind of clamoring for more of Liv Morgan. And 12, I think that's good. She's been injured a decent part of that kind of qualification time. So there you go. That makes sense. Number 11, JC Jane. Number 10 is Rhea Ripley. I think that's a little low for her, but I guess she hasn't had the greatest year when it comes to that. My daughter's out there screaming. I'm sure someone told her no. But Rhea Ripley at number 10. Number 9 is Naomi. Good for Naomi. I mean, she's always been somewhere on this list, but usually not this high. So good for Naomi. Sarit, number 8. And I'm a little confused about that. I got to be honest. I don't remember seeing her a bunch, but
She is literally everywhere in fucking Japan. Like every female promotion in Japan, she's there in some form or capacity. She even has her own shows, so
oh,
she's been doing it. She's been in Japan.
okay. All right. That makes sense. Number 7, I'm very happy to see this name on here, is Athena. And I'm happy to see her not only on this list, she's usually on this list, but I'm happy to see Athena up there in the top 10. Um, she's done great for ROH so far. And every time they've finally gotten her back on television, the crowd is into her. She's great. I think she's awesome in the ring. She's extremely believable. So I'm glad to see her at number 7. Number 6, we're going to Io Sky, Smark. Yeah, her and Asuka was hurt, so she kind of took the reins and did what she did. Asuka made a comeback a little while ago, but she kind of took the reins and really brought the character, a little more to life, and definitely has had a good year. Stephanie Vakur, I definitely agree with at number 5. She has been very popular. Her ass is also very popular with people. Indeed. Number 4, we're looking at Tiffany Stratton. I agree with that one. I can see that. Not a problem with that. Number 3, we're looking at Saya Kamatani. Don't know who she is either, Smark. Another Stardom.
World champion.
There you go. You are the man. And for number 2 and number 1, we have, I think this was kind of obvious, Toni Storm, Timeless Toni Storm at number 2, and Mercedes Moné at number 1. I really feel this was kind of expected this year because, it's a little weird to have number 1 and number 2 as, AEW girls, but Mercedes Moné is collecting belts from here to wherever. And I don't know, man. I think I think the top 10 is definitely pretty good this year. Mercedes Moné, I think a lot of people have already expected to be number 1 on this list with what she's been doing, collecting belts and everything. Hello, hello, Sharma. I cannot pronounce that first name, and if I try, I'm going to butcher it and make it sound worse. Good to see you. You want to try?
No, I do not want to try. I am illiterate with words that I have seen numerous times, let alone ones that I've just introduced myself to.
Thanks for stopping in. But yeah, I'm not going to try to say your first name. I'm just going to call you Sharma. That works for me. But and Toni Storm, I personally have raved about Toni Storm's performance over the last year and more. But I'm not speaking for Smark. I believe he's agreed most of the time with she is amazing in what she's doing out there and what she does.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely agree with her. I'm sorry, I was reading that.
Are these the winners of RuPaul's Drag Race this week? Maybe. It is entirely possible.
Yes, they are. Yes, number 1 and the runner-up. Number 2, Toni Storm. I honestly think if Mercedes wasn't doing the belt collector gimmick, you would have seen Toni Storm at number 1 this year. I really do. But I think Toni Storm has just been absolutely unbelievable for the past few years. She's just taken this character to it's evolved and she's taken the character to so many different, I mean, I guess you could say levels, but that's not really what I mean. Just she's taken it to so many different places that she's just been amazing. And I mean, let's face it, Mercedes Moné, the only reason she's number one is because she's got 98.4 titles.
Mm-hmm.
I might have exaggerated that number a little bit by like 2.
So what's interesting here, I
Mhm.
feel like they have Bailey at 70. That bad of a year, huh?
She hasn't done much this year, dude. I got to be honest. She just hasn't done much.
I take umbrage with this list, actually, now that I think about it, because you got
Well,
Bailey
here,
at
let me.
70, you have Bozilla at 78, and then somewhere in here, let's see,
Let's,
Rima Shafir at 68, Lash Legend at 73. I refuse to believe, A, that Lash Legend is better than Bozilla, and you have Red Velvet ahead of Bailey. That seems crazy. It's crazy stuff.
true. She's been out most of the year, if not all year.
I refuse to
Um,
accept this.
so let's see here. I dropped down to the bottom of the list here. We have at 250 Manami. Oh, they just won the mayorship in New York. Oh, I think that's Madami. Sorry. Taya Valkyrie down at 238. I'm just going to go through a little bit here. Oh, let me drop that ad for you guys. Sorry about that. Why won't that drop? It won't drop.
222. I had no clue that Eva Lace was still like out here.
I did not know she was either. That's an interesting one, too. I cannot get rid of this ad, folks. I'm sorry.
I mean, she would be the world champion in my promotion, but it would not be based on merit.
Oh, no. I agree with you.
Mhm.
Abaddon at 216. If you're not following her on social media, you're missing a thirst trap. Uh, seriously. Lady Frost at 213. Here's another one doesn't who just kind of shows up in AEW every now and then. Let's see. Wendy Chu at 188.
196. Aja Khan. Fucking salute.
Wow, Mercedes Martinez. I haven't seen her in a while either down here at 184. These girls
I
must be
want to
doing stuff somewhere
say
else.
Ring of Honor, but I could be wrong. Maybe Ring
Maybe,
of Honor?
maybe. Now the Rose at 134. Julia Hart down here at 135. Harley Cameron at 138. I got a feeling Harley Cameron will be up in the top 25 by next year. I think next year's list will have Harley Cameron in the top 25 if they keep doing what they're doing with her. I really do. I got her
Rip says
jumping.
Conan. I don't know why he says Conan, but he says Conan.
I don't know. Kuiper Niven at 105. I'm trying to go nice and slow through this list, guys. I'm trying not to rush through it. You're right. Bozil at 78. Smart. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this person a stern talking to.
But she hasn't been out. Oh, I don't know.
I mean, she
Bianca,
essentially, if we're going for a kayfabe list, hasn't really done anything like in terms of
right.
holding titles. She just has wrestled a bunch.
Bianca Belair at 56 is a little shocking. I got to be dead honest with you. Jade Cargill at 53. That I might. I think I got some issue with that.
I mean, but had up until recently, had they really done much of anything with her?
I mean,
Oh wait, hold on. Bola Vice at
since
48. They've won me back.
since she's been there, she's been a pretty steady character in WWE. So I would have put her a lot higher on this list. Megan Bain, she's higher on any list for me. Willow Nightingale at 27. That's pretty good. And I mean, Chris Statlander just barely, at 16. I think that's great too. Jordan Grace at 17. Awesome. Julia and if WWE fallen with her, but she's down here at number 21. So the list itself is not that bad this year. And as far as the top 15, I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing with you guys. You guys can check this list out later. And as far as the top 15 that we mentioned, I don't see a lot that's really arguable on here just because I don't know who some of the people are. Don't mean shit. But like I said, the number 1 and number 2, you could pretty much interchange those. And I don't think anybody would have a problem with it. I honestly think Tony Storm had a better year. But that's just me. That's just me. What do I know, right? So
I mean, it's kind of a quantity over quality debate because I feel like her work was better, but just Mercedes was everywhere. Like you said, she won 873 belts.
right, exactly. That's what I said.
Well, you put some kind of weird exaggerated number on there. I just might have over exaggerated on your behalf.
I don't think you did. I think that was the exact number I said. I might have said 98.4, but I think what you said was right.
Mhm.
So, but I don't know. Listen, folks, these lists are put out to be controversial. That's exactly why they do it. It gets talk, it gets people going. But I think this might be a pretty good. This list is probably one of the ones I have the least issue with because this is a pretty good one. Not bad at all. So,
See, I have a problem with this because if we're going to have women in the men's 250, then we got to have men in the women's 250.
oh, don't do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even going there. Not even
Imagine
going
if,
there.
imagine if somebody clipped that and that's what ended up becoming what we got viral for. It was me just saying some stupid bullshit like that.
I'm surprised no one just come out with a top list with just a total mix. I'm sure it is there.
I mean, I think
Where was
conceptually that's what the men's 250 is about, or 500 or whatever.
where was
Where's Tegan
Tegan Knox?
Knox?
I don't
think she was
know.
on there.
I didn't even look. Well, she's not going to be Tegan. You're right. Might not be on there. But Smart, I know you're looking up something because I already got rid of that list. Did you find it on there?
I did not. I looked.
I could pull it back up. What was her name? Alize?
I think she is Nixon Noel.
Oh, okay. No, I don't think so.
I don't honestly care if we're telling the truth.
Knox isn't on there. And her other name, Miranda Alize? No, the other one, Nixon Newell. I don't see her either.
So there you go.
Not on there. But you know, Smark had a story. Smark had a nice little story he wanted to get into.
It says Smark is mad that Angel Reese did not make the list. You are goddamn right. Angel Reese, a national treasure, one of Chicago's best athletes, which is saying nothing.
Who?
The WNBA player Angel Reese, who basically it's a long-standing Pitt's tradition to. Some people like to make fun of Angel Reese. I like to preserve her honor and integrity as one of the finest sportswomen this side of the Mississippi.
Okay.
The joke is that she's not very good, but I'm forced to defend her because she plays for the city I support.
Okay. You lost me. But anyway, you had something you wanted to get into.
I sure do. Hey, and I have it up here right now. What are the odds?
Perfect.
This is from Wrestling Inc. I will read the tweet at some point in time. I don't know when I'll interweave that, but stay tuned. It's safe to say most wrestling fans are familiar with West Side Gun. Box is a big fan. We all know that. The rapper is well known for his
huge fan, big hit, huge. Love him. Great. Matter of fact, told me I'm one of the best ever seen. Huge fan, greatest, good, awesome, go.
That's right. The rapper is well known for his wrestling fandom, incorporating wrestling references into his music and album artwork. most recently with his Heels Have Eyes series and even starting his own promotion, Fourth Rope Wrestling. He's also become a fixture at wrestling shows in his hometown of Buffalo, New York, frequently in the front row at AEW and WWE events, even once accompanying AEW star. Star is really just a subjective and relative term. And Buffalo native, that's true. Daniel Garcia down to the ring. I mean, let's pump the brakes on Star, but we can confirm that he's from Buffalo, New York.
Yeah,
But
go
while
ahead.
one may see Gunn at an AEW show again, another WWE appearance seems unlikely. Taking to X on November 8th, Gunn claimed that despite his longtime support for the promotion, WWE would, quote, act like I didn't exist when he appeared at shows. He further accused WWE of threatening to have his wrestling references removed from his music and album covers, despite Gunn saying the references were only paying homage. The promotion had previously filed copyright strikes against Gunn's record label for similar reasons in 2022. Gunn's biggest issues seemed reserved for an unnamed individual within WWE who he accused of disliking him because this person, quote, hates seeing a young, black, successful entrepreneur that could afford those seats. He also claimed he had been kicked out of the last WWE show he attended, and these events had inspired him to no longer offer WWE support, with Gunn saying he'd show love only to people that show love to me from now on. Let me pull up that here tweet. I have it. I just have to transition from Messenger to Twitter. Here we go. Before I even say this, just know God is the greatest. For years, I mean, nobody with 2 feet has spent the amount of money I have supporting and pushing a brand I love since I could remember. I sat front row at every big show, that's in all caps. Literally all the good times it brought to my life, to the point when I started making music, I incorporated everything like Wu-Tang did karate. I made people who hated the product watch it again. I made it look cool. Cool is spelled with a K. Mortal Kombat style. When at the time people thought it was nerdy. I've watched that same company sit countless people next to me who's not even fans for real and act like I didn't exist. I was threatened to take everything out of my music, which I only did to pay homage, or the whole catalog would be demolished. And everybody who knows how hard I worked, I did not realize how long this was, how hard I worked coming from Buffalo for me to get that threat for supporting and being a real fan hurt me, but I stayed quiet and still like a crazy man. Crazy spelled with a K. Uh, this is a common theme here. He's Mortal Kombat spelling the shit out of this tweet. Crazy man sat front row because I love the culture. I even just went
Yep.
viral for spending. Okay, I'm going to read this one again because I want you to really listen to it. I even just went viral for spending $50,000 on suites
Oh
to
God. Whoa.
WWE shows. My God,
Whoa.
on my soul, I've only been respectful. I tried having conversations with one individual because he's causing all of these unnecessary cases, and to be honest, he hates seeing a young black successful entrepreneur that can afford these seats and have to watch those chains dance across the screen to the point Monday Night Raw starts at 8 p.m. I was kicked out by 8:03 after spending
Oh
$5K for a seat plus travel, hotel, etc. $5K for a fucking seat to Raw.
yeah. What that doesn't sound. But I
Plus travel, which means he went out of his way to attend a Raw that he was also paying $5K for. That's fucking nuts. In my own city, for okay, if they were in your city, why were you buying a hotel? Anyways, in my own city for absolutely nothing. No lie, the kid in me hurt. The kid in me heart broke that day. I put the billboard up, that $1 Million Man billboard, which he loves, and I wanted to push him in the culture because okay, his album cover is just a picture of the $1 Million Man. Bye bye.
oh well. Yeah, it's not a good idea.
Yeah, no, it isn't. But that's another.
No. No.
Uh, and to
Uh-oh.
show Virgil love for the culture, like, what's the matter?
For some reason, it looks like my microphone is only going through left side.
I can hear you on both headphones if that counts.
You're hearing me okay? All right, well, that's all that matters, but something's
All right,
weird
so
here.
I'm on paragraph 50 of 50, so I'm almost done here.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to show love only to the people that show me love from now on, so you don't have to worry about me pushing that product here ever again. And it's sad because I love them, but I have my own company, Fourth Rope, and yeah, we're underdogs, but we love this shit. It's not about money. We're going to keep pushing the culture. I'm honored to have Josh Bishop on Trilogy cover. Yeah, so apparently what ended up happening was he removed all the wrestling or WWE related album
Right.
covers that he has and replaced them with a guy who works for him, a wrestler that works for him in his promotion. So
Oh,
basically, there's a lot of shit going on here, but it's just kind of interesting. Like the tweet alluded to, he had made a couple of mixtapes, albums,
mhm.
what have you, that had photo. The album covers were just one was like a photo of fucking Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase? I don't know who that is. Ted DiBiase and Virgil.
That's the Japanese version of the $1 Million Man. That's the
That's
the $500,000 man.
yes, that's right. The million yen
The
man.
$500,000 man.
The conversion rate kind of fucks everything up. So once you
Right.
the
It's
Japanese version of Ted DiBiase.
right. It's the 28 million yen fan.
So yeah, long story short, he's used like photos that they've had, of WWE wrestlers as album covers before. I guess he's also had like music videos that have just been like footage from WWE events, and just basically shit you can't do anymore because like he is still an independent artist, but he's gained headway. I like that word, headway, in the last couple of years. So he's like become more synonymous. And now that he's become like a bigger star, the fact that he's basically just using shit without any sort of copyright permission has kind of caught up to him. Although still,
Yeah.
that being said, you can't just up and kick somebody out of your show for that. So
Yeah, you can.
I mean, you're going to open yourself up to some litigation, which I mean, I guess he potentially is too. But
Well, dude, I mean, you go into a restaurant, they can kick you out for any reason. They don't even have to serve you for any reason they want. Right of refusal, dude. I'm sorry, you can kick anyone out of your event you want. You may get sued, you may not have a reason, but this is why you got fucking lawyers, man. I
I mean,
wow.
I
You,
brought this up not so much for like. There's a lot of stuff that he's done that he like kind of just can't get away with, or that it's not terribly surprising that they're coming after him for. But at
no,
the
if
same time, like right or wrong, I feel like it's just interesting to see WWE as a whole just like continue to push further and further with like how far they're going to test their fan base. I think because
well,
like okay,
well,
they're in the right for like not wanting their intellectual property like used in that way.
oh,
But
of course, of course.
go ahead.
But I mean, you got to remember that this isn't the same WWE. This is a conglomerate now. This is TKO. I mean, he probably did speak to Vince or someone back then, and they were like, use it. We're no, yeah, whatever, whatever, whatever. But now, ain't happening nowadays. Just not gonna happen nowadays.
Yeah,
I
I mean they're
really,
not
there's something going
really
on here.
with the headphone with the microphone.
With I can't hear myself in my left ear.
Nah, everything's fine for me. That's all I can tell you.
Let me do something real quick. All
I
right, I
just
did that. Did that. No difference. All right, maybe my headphones are going shitty. That could be.
yeah, that'd be my guess. It's just interesting. Like I understand why it is that they're doing what they're doing in terms of like not wanting their photos or like images, intellectual property used.
Right.
But like you're alien. You just it seems like week in and week out they're just alienating more and more like communities of people. And
I
this is
got
going
you.
to be interesting to see how far they can push that before it like starts to cave in on itself.
As long as people keep buying tickets and tuning in, they don't give a fuck. One fan with a following isn't going to be a big hit to them.
Right, it says the show is in March in Buffalo. It's interesting because it's coming out now. Like I don't necessarily understand why now, but because the tweet that I read was from a couple days ago. Like I made sure of that.
Right.
And he also attended the AEW show that happened yesterday. And there's all kinds of like retweets of just people noticing him in the front row. So he's like being very petty about it, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. As Noreb says, the TKO leadership has changed a lot of operations, and he's 100% right. There's definitely something going on with my microphone. I'm hoping everybody's hearing me okay. It might be my mic cord, but I can see it in my VU meter. There's something weird going on with the right side of my microphone and the left side of my headphones. Yeah, Noreb did say that cease and desist was a recent thing. So, yeah, I mean, this is what they can do. And I'm sorry, you just can't use intellectual property without having some consequences going down. It's just kind of the way it goes, especially now, especially with, I mean, WWE is pretty hardcore about what they let you use anyway. Now being part of a, thank you, Noreb. Now being part of this conglomeration like TKO with UFC, they're definitely going to go after more than they did. That's just what these companies do, bro.
I mean, like, I understand that part of it, but like, it's like I said, it's just interesting to see how far they're going to like keep pushing. Because like, eventually, I think it's going to get to the point where it starts to become a very negative thing for them. Like, I don't think this is going to be sustainable for them. I feel like at some point, because like, I can't fathom that it's going to get to the point where they're going to be able to keep charging like fucking $5,000, $10,000 for seats to a fucking Raw or SmackDown. Like eventually, rich people are going to find other things to spend money on.
Nope. Not as long as their kids want to do this and do that, because most of these people are parents that don't spend enough time with their kids and will buy their kids whatever they want, no matter the cost.
See, I think after a while, hey Luke, what's up? I think after a while, the fucking you're gonna end up having to do the whole like Cat Williams thing. Like I don't know if you've ever
Uh-oh.
seen this his bit, but he's talking to his son about like basically he's like his son wants like Nikes or whatever. He's like, all right, I can buy you one pair of Nikes, or I
Mhm.
can buy you 10 pairs of Spider-Man shoes, and fucking throw in three Batmans. Like just after a while, just explain to the kid where it's like, all right, cool, I can get you this fucking $5,000 ticket to Raw, or I can take you to fucking Disney World for less, and you're gonna get a video game, and I'm gonna take you to McDonald's like 20 times. Like it's your choice. You get one experience, or you get fucking multiple.
Uh, long as people keep buying tickets, man, as long as they keep going to the shows, nothing is going to change. Not one
That's
fucking thing. It will
that's
take it will take them losing money. The problem is they're not losing money, and they never will.
I mean, yeah, for now, but it feels like you can't just openly like wave about your content for your audience like as brazenly as they have for like weeks upon weeks before after a while you start seeing net negatives. Norab was saying lots of people were saying he got kicked out of Raw from last week, which took place in Albuquerque when he said he got kicked out in Buffalo. So he's
Okay.
apparently getting kicked out of multiple fucking WWE shows for seemingly just existing, which seems
Yeah,
strange.
it does a little bit, but I don't know, man. This is kind of where we're at now in the business side of it. So I don't know what you're
Hey
gonna
guys,
do.
how we're doing? I'm doing good. How are you, Luke?
Oh yeah, let me check something here.
Fox is having headphone issues. There's technical difficulties. We read what could only be described as the world's most boring Amazon wish list about 20 minutes ago. That was interesting.
Yes, yes, it was. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these headphones. All right, let's roll on from there a little bit. So, as I said, CM Punk and Roman Reigns are kind of in a new movie together as a buddy cop duo.
Oh, God.
Now, you're wondering why I'm saying kind of, right?
Sure.
Well, because they're doing voices. They are actually have landed roles in the upcoming Zootopia 2 animated Disney film. They are going to be playing a pair of zebra buddy cops who refer to themselves as zebros.
Just like
So
some furry shit. Like it's marketed towards children, but it's just supposed to just be like for furries, but they're not allowed to say that it's for furries.
kind of is, kind of is. But there you go. So if you've always wanted to see Roman Reigns and CM Punk as buddy cops
If you've
in a
always wanted to
movie,
see.
you can now see it. I think
That is the world's strangest fantasy. It's like I've been pounding my fist on this desk for 8 fucking years. I wanted to see Roman Reigns, CM Punk as sexy animated zebras.
well, I think it's funny. One of the zebras is very jacked, and one of the zebras looks like he's a jock out of high school.
Mhm.
But they are these zebros. So I thought this was kind of funny, kind of cool. But there you go. So they are kind of in a movie together, kind of not. But this is pretty cool for them. Pretty cool. You know you've been wanting to see it. You know you've been waiting to see the zebras.
I've drawn many photos of what I thought this was going to look like.
I'd like to see copies of those to send to the police.
Oh, they're well aware.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be fine. So last little thing I got before we get into Dynamite or
Okay,
Blood
so
and
if
Guts.
you're like a sex offender,
Uh-oh.
you're not allowed to be like if you're a sex offender, you're not allowed to be by parks. Like if you get caught doing something but you're wearing like a furry suit, are you banned from zoos? Like that's what should happen in my America.
I mean, I like your America.
Strangest fucking campaign platform to run on ever, but I'm taking this all the way to City Hall.
I think you should. I'm gonna buy a place out there and vote for you.
Fuck yeah, brother.
Get me a second house and vote for you.
That's right.
There you go.
Let's see. True North says, "Is this a sequel to the Germany porn films?"
Yes, this was Zootopia 2, the sequel to the original German porn film Zootopia. I have no clue. You know what? I think we should just move on.
You're gonna stay
So-
having no clue because I'm not trying to search for that.
No, me neither. So, JR, good old JR, good old Jim Ross, has announced on his podcast, Grilling JR, that he is better today than he has been in a long time. He says he feels good. He's glad to be back. And he actually wants to go back to announcing a lot more. So he doesn't feel that he's retiring anytime soon and wants to go back to announcing pretty much weekly commentary once again. So he is, I mean, he did announce he was cancer free and says he's feeling great. So I hope to hear Jim Ross back on AEW again weekly. That'd be fucking awesome. I like hearing him on the pay-per-views. I like hearing him every now and then for big matches, but I don't mind hearing JR every week.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad he's cancer free.
I feel bad for him because he's had a bad run of health, bad luck in terms of health for quite a few years now. It seems like he's always like falling down or having some sort of ailment or malady. And it's a shame because I mean, like people like to bitch about it because he doesn't know who fucking the butcher and the blade are. Like he should ever need to have that responsibility. But like he's fucking greatest announcer of all time. Like fuck you. He doesn't need to know who's working the Beyond Wrestling show in fucking June of 2025. Like fuck off.
No, because he doesn't care and he knows we don't either.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to be honest with you. So
I mean, I understand the idea that you're supposed to be getting the shit over when you're on commentary, but there's always going to be a place in my heart for grumpy, curmudgeon old JR just being like, this shit sucks. I'll tell you what, none of these motherfuckers are Dr. Death. I remember fucking the one time I seen Fucking smoked crystal meth with Dr. Death, and I'll tell you what.
That's a fucking real man right there.
One of the greatest segments of all time was like nobody ever mentioned this, but more people need to. Was like there was a period in time where Jim Ross was heel because in kayfabe and also real life, I believe, they're trying to fire him for being ugly because he had Bell's palsy, like great company to work for. Anyways, he turned heel because of this, because Vince told him that his face scares children. That makes him the bad guy. Anyways, he was like cutting all these like anti-Michael Cole promos, and then at one point he had his own little fucking mini commentary booth in front of the Raw booth, which ruled. And there was an episode of Raw where him and Dr. Death, this is the greatest shit of all time, him and Dr. Death showed up at a frat party for no apparent reason. They just crashed a random frat party. So there was like JR and Dr. Death hanging out with motherfuckers doing keg stands. Like, it was a great segment, and whoever was responsible for that needed a raise or a promotion. Like, people like to badmouth Russo, but it was probably his idea, and it was fucking amazing.
I do remember that. That was fucking amazing. That was good shit, man. Absolutely. That was good shit. I guess speaking of good shit, let's get into Dynamite. Now, Dynamite is not going to take us long. It wasn't that many matches. It was really only 3 matches in one segment. We kicked off with the women's blood and guts match, and as I had said in the beginning of the show, what a fucking match. Sky Blue, we were 9 minutes into the show, and this was Sky Blue. This was what she looked like. Dude, I'm sorry. These girls went out there and fucking killed it. There were some cool spots. The 2 small girls snuck their bodies through a little diamond part in the scaffolding. I thought this was just an incredible match the way it was put together between all these girls. Whoever was the agent for this match needs a raise. I'll say that. But every one of these girls all 12 of these girls went out there and just fucking laid it on the fucking line. Except Mercedes, who was the only one who didn't have too much time in the match, of course. But, I mean, Sky Blue was in that match for 45 minutes, bloody, like 4 minutes into the match, she was bleeding like I showed the picture of a minute ago. And I thought these girls were absolutely the best match of the night. The men's match I really thought was kind of mediocre compared to this.
Right. Well, I mean, they put more effort into it because it was the first one for the ladies.
Yeah, definitely was. They went out there and said, fuck you, we should have been here years ago. These girls, I'm sorry.
Like, I understand she didn't do a lot in there, but I got to give her a little bit of credit because everybody was coming in. And, like, after the first 2 were in there, everybody was running down the ramp to try to get into the match as quickly as possible. It was her turn. And she comes out and she's doing her dance. She has like all fucking 87 of her titles. She's just going down the road, looking at each title, inspecting them. She's fucking drinking wine, having hors d'oeuvres, just taking as much time as humanly possible. Yeah. It was good character work. It made me laugh.
Good shit. It was good stuff, man. But the match itself, though, I mean, was just unbelievable. And these girls, I thought, just went out there and put an absolute beating on each other, and I thought it worked out great.
I have to give credit because, like, in the past, I thought she basically just contributed nothing and was just like kind of boring and kind of a giant waste of time. So I'm going to say a bunch of terrible shit and then say one sort of nice thing in passing, and that's going to make up for it. That's how we roll. Marina Shafir, like, I thought she did fucking great. Because, like, she comes out, the tacks are already all over the ring because Jamie Hayter brings in this, like, fucking case of thumbtacks, which she hits somebody with, and then they just explode everywhere, which I don't think was supposed to happen. But it fucked it up for everybody else in the match because now there's no way that you can land without being fucking submerged in thumbtacks. Anyway, she comes out, She has boots on. I'm like, because normally she wrestles barefoot. I'm like, all right, that makes sense. There's fucking tags everywhere. There's all kinds of shit. You don't want to be wrestling barefoot. Immediately comes out, just takes off the boots, takes off the socks, barefoot, in the tags, in glass. She fucking, at one point, she stepped in a giant pile of glass. I rewound it because I thought for sure, I was like, all right, she probably only stepped in like a little bit. I watched it again. She stepped in the very fucking center of the glass.
Oh,
and then
yep.
proceeded to kick somebody in the face with the fucking glass covering her face. I was like, that was wild shit.
That was some kickboxer shit right there, man. That's what that was. That was some kickboxer shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was good stuff. That I'm telling you, man. There were some really good elements to this match that really went well. I mean, Toni Storm breaking the champagne bottle that gave her the glass, you know, and using her hands with the broken glass. That was more kickboxer stuff. But I thought the end was good, where they kind of had Marina Shafir in this like almost death hold, and they made Toni Storm tap out, or watch her get her neck broken is basically what they were saying. And I mean, these girls were whipping each other with belts. They had a kendo stick with barbed wire on it, which you could literally see just. I mean, Tekla had on her left side had a huge whelp from that thing. These girls just went out there and said, "Fucking follow that."
And I don't know if you saw them or if that's what you're alluding to, but she posted photos on the Instagram of her after the match, and it looked like she had a run-in with Freddy Krueger, just giant fucking, like from one side of her ribs to the other, just fucking giant cuts all over, just fucking crazy.
Yeah, there was. I'm telling you, man, these girls went out there and laid it out for everybody. They just left it all in the ring, man. They didn't care. They did not care. And according to most of the articles out there, Jamie Hayter was okay. She had a few chipped teeth from the match, but even the Sky Blue was okay. She got a little deep of a blade there, obviously, if you look at what the match, but she was fine. Both these girls were just fine after this. Unbelievable match, though, man. Fucking loved every minute of it. Every fucking minute of it. Then we go from that, and they're like, all right, I guess we got to calm everyone down. So they go to a Young Bucks segment with Smark's favorite, Don Callis. It was a quick segment. We don't need to get really into it. But in the middle of this, we had a Falls Count Anywhere match with Adam Page and Powerhouse Hobbs. Another good match. Still coming off of the women's match, I still say it was kind of a lackluster match. That match was just so goddamn good with those women. And then you go to this match. Now, it was still no DQ. We had a little bit of blood going on in this match still. Wasn't that bad. But, we Hobbs came, we saw Hobbs come crashing down from the audience into a kind of cheesy spot, I'll admit, where Hobbs crashes down into a electric blowing up table.
It is the most fucking like late 90s to early 2000s WWE spot in the world. They went to that well so many times, like the fucking Foley Rock I Quit match where he did the same thing. He fell into the electrical box and the fucking sparks shot everywhere. Lights went out.
Oh, that was awful. I mean, the fucking switch wouldn't even stay where it was supposed to be. It was such bad stuff in that one. But
it's cheesy, but logistically, that's not like that wouldn't have actually happened like that. But it's like, all right, I'll play along, whatever.
It's wrestling. We can, kind of call a mulligan on it.
I mean, I fucking love that fucking Wrestling Society X when like somebody would get like suplex on the ring and just fucking they're cut to an explosion, from, like stock footage of an explosion that didn't happen anywhere near that arena. It was wild.
Dude, Ricky Banderas had fucking lightning coming out of his eyes. Come on.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's good shit. Fucking loved it. I'm telling you, one night we got to fucking review that. One night we got to get into that. We could do a whole month, 4 weeks, 4 seasons. We could do it. We could do it.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I have 4 discs, really.
Yeah, I've seen that DVD. It's like 20. It's like just part 1 of it is like Wrestling Society X, and then like part 2 and 3 and 4 are just like random like indie matches and like footage of women in bikinis and just all kinds of weird, like barely any for this Wrestling Society X.
Right, like I said, we have to go we'll go through all 4 discs. Okay. Back at you, sir. Back at you. I knew you'd get that. Oh shit. Anyway, we had the match with we're talking about the match with Hobbs and Hangman, and it was definitely look. As I said, it was a little cheesy, but it was still a good spot. I liked it. After the match, we get Samoa Joe and Shibata. Shibata comes down, tries to get Paige in the with the cage coming down. Eddie Kingston and Hook comes down.
This is a great moment.
Smark, I know you love Eddie Kingston.
No, I love Eddie Kingston for this, and I know what you're about to say. Like the cage starts coming down, Hook fucking flies in as fast as humanly possible.
Yep.
Eddie Kingston looks like the disgruntled dad that has to like follow his kid around the play place at McDonald's. He begrudgingly slides into the ring slow.
Like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm gonna try.
Pardon, I got knees. I'm in the union. I don't like this. Listen, cocksucker, don't ever make me slide under a cage ever again. I swear to God, I'll take you out back.
I don't know how you know. How did you know I was gonna bring that up? How the fuck did you know?
Because I saw it and I knew as soon as you said Eddie Kingston and Hook came out. I was like, oh, this is the best part of the show.
I love Eddie, but he's fallen quicker than I think he realizes. He really, I think it's getting close to that time. How many more injuries can this guy handle? Come on, man.
I really and truly think he just didn't want to do it, and then he had to do it, so he just did it begrudgingly. Like I feel like he was going to be more than happy to just like walk around the cage after the cage went down.
He probably would have been
fucking darted under the cage, and he was just like, fuck, here we go.
I really like this though because the cage goes down. Shibata and Joe are outside the cage. You got Hook, Eddie Kingston, and Adam Page in the cage. And Page just goes flat out says, if you wanted a cage match, why didn't you ask? So we do get a cage stipulation added for Full Gear, which, by the way, only 10 days away, folks.
That's right.
From this pay-per-view. So we'll be doing predictions next week. But I liked this. I thought it was good. So now we got a cage match. Then they decide to go to this segment. Now, for some of you that don't know, Ricky Steamboat was there, but Ric Flair was also there last night, just not televised.
They advertised him for the show last week. They're saying Ric Flair and Rick Steamboat. Sorry, I call him Ricky Flair.
They did something where I'm not 100% sure why they didn't put Flair on camera, but
according to NORAD, which is all the research I'm going to do here, because he does way more research than I ever have, Ric Flair tore his rotator cuff.
Oh, that could be deadly at that age. Anyway, I'll be honest. Yeah, you guys know who my GOAT is. It is it's Ricky Steamboat. My greatest of all time, Ricky Steamboat. Love seeing anything. He was in Greensboro, North Carolina. I think we all know North Carolina is a pretty famous territory out there for the old guys. especially back in the old NWA days, which was, Steamboat and Flair, all that stuff. I loved this segment. I love that he came out. It wasn't the best segment in the world. Actually, Steamboat was doing great until Dax and fucking Cash came out. And for some reason, it all kind of went to shit when those two came out. It's like Steamboat couldn't get any chemistry with those two guys. But I don't know. What did you think of this whole segment, Smark, with Dax and Cash sitting there? And we all know they worked together a few years ago, and now they're trashing the guy. Just go ahead.
So, at one point, what I really want is like, I'm going to have to do it because nobody else will. At one point, Steamboat reference, he's like, hey, I gotta take a minute to stop and point out this sign. I think it was like the Mount Rushmore of like North Carolina or some shit. And it was like him, Sting, Ric Flair, all that shit. Like, I would so totally love if somebody would do it, which means it's going to have to be me. If he goes, I would like to take a minute to point out the sign, and like somebody edited it in like the fucking old Attitude Era, where it's just like a sign that says "Gold Dust, fuck my dad." Anyways, that's what kept me entertained during this promo. But the problem with the brand, I mean, you got to do what you got to do, I guess, because they're heels and all of this, but it's just not believable. Because, like, that these motherfuckers, like, worship the ground that man walks on. Like, they're not good promos anyway. And when you just add the fact that there's just no authenticity to it, it was just like, let's just get through this, I guess.
You got these two guys who have built so many years, especially Dax, on respect and family and this. And now you got these guys who, I mean, what? They suddenly go with Stokely and their heels. It really doesn't make that much sense. But I loved Steamboat trying to go after Stokely.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, at 72, I still think he could probably kill that guy.
There's two things I wanted to point out also real quick. Is like the first thing is like it seemed like they cared more about just trying to not hurt his feelings than anything. And it's like, this doesn't work as a heel promo. Like, you're trying to say mean things, but also you love the guy, so you don't want to hurt his feelings. And also, it's Ricky Steamboat. Like, you have no dirt on this man. He is as crystal clean as somebody that could ever possibly be working the fucking 80s wrestling scene.
Oh,
like, as far as I know, no drug problems, no fucking domestic abuse, nothing.
No, nothing. Not one scandal. You cannot give me one Ricky Steamboat scandal because he's never been involved in one. Nothing. Clear. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know what I think, actually, if I have to give them a little bit of credit, which I don't want to do because I don't like Dax, but fuck them. I feel like maybe they just had more to say, but like all of their like heat was going to be based on just the shit that Ric Flair did and that you could make fun of him for. And then they couldn't use Flair, so they're like, well, fuck. But at one point, he says that like the only thing that stuck with him that was actually prudent information was that you told me to save my money, save more than you spend. He's like, if he would have listened to your own advice, you wouldn't have to be here right now. And it's like, okay, that's probably very true. He probably does want the payday, but that also you make your company look bad by saying that because you're like, you're only here because you need the money. Like, why else would you be here? It's like, well, you want to kind of tell people that he cares about the promotion, even if he doesn't. Like being like, you need the check to be here. It's like, that makes the company look bad, which is not what you want to do.
They don't care. They don't see it that way. That's not how they see it. And it's just a weird thing that they do. But I got to be honest. I don't really think that Steamboat needs a check to be there. I think he's been very smart with his money.
Yeah, probably.
I think so. I think he was, dude, he was, I think his persona was more than just a character. I think he was a good, smart guy. But again, I will fucking defend Ricky Steamboat until I die. That man is a fucking awesome dude.
Apparently, Durant says as an agent, there are a few stories. Kid Cash claimed, that's a hard thing to say. Kid Cash claimed, that's a tongue twister, Ricky Steamboat ruined the tag team with the Pitbulls, Cash and Jamie Noble.
Hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, that's an opinion, and that's still not trashing the guy or like a scandal or a bad story or a drug habit or cheating on his wife or getting DUIs or anything like that.
Pulling a gun on
So,
somebody in traffic or having a podcast that you quit because people say that it sucks and then you claim that you're
right,
insulting your 4-year-old daughter or something of that
right,
nature.
exactly. So, I don't know. But I love this segment. You give me any fucking by the and after Dax finally starts beating the shit and Cash start beating the shit out of Steamboat, we get Brodito running down. And that's about it. That's about it for that segment. Love seeing Steamboat though. Anytime I can see Steamboat, I'm fucking good with that.
So this is
So
apparently a quote from Kid Cash.
okay.
I looked at him. I was like, "You were legitimately, up until today, my favorite fucking wrestler of all time," Cash said. And I was like, and that is even my own trainer, Ricky Morton, who is probably one of the biggest baby faces in the history of wrestling. But I chose you over my own fucking trainer. Up until today, I don't like you anymore. You're an asshole.
Aw, Kid Cass is a little bitch.
That's just so funny because, like, I don't
Oh,
know
wait,
who he
not
is
done.
as.
It's not done. Not done,
Uh,
Smart. Go, go, go. Keep going.
I lip quiver. I got heat with the fucking office. Cash continued. I got actually suspended for 2 shows. Oh well, he's not really like crying at Ricky Steamboat anymore. I got actually suspended for 2 shows. Iron Anderson walked up to me the next booking whenever I went to the next day of the show. He says, of all people, you got to fucking insult and disrespect Ricky fucking. Ard pulled the Glock on him.
Fuck yeah.
Disrespect Ricky fucking Steamboat. I was like, what did I do? He told me. So I explained to him the whole deal.
Fuck yeah, Arn. You don't fuck with Ricky fucking Steamboat. I'm there, brother. I'm there, brother. You don't fuck with Steamboat.
Yeah, fucking disability or not, if fucking Arn Anderson got in my face and started shouting at me, I would step back pretty quickly.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you have a disability, a Glock works better. He went all Glock Anderson on him.
That is one of my favorite promos of all time. It was just Arn Anderson in the middle of that ring on Dynamite just calling Cody Rhodes a little bitch. I was like, I stood up, there was a tear in my eye. I was like, God bless you, sir. I threw
It
up the
was
floor.
good. It was good.
Son,
Let's
you're
get
a
into
little pussy. Like, God bless you, Mr. Anderson.
this. It was good. I loved it too. We definitely talked about it. Let's get into this men's blood and guts match. I also enjoyed this match. I still say the women's match put this match to shame. They tried everything they could in this match to kind of compete with the women's match, but I I still say the women's match was better. I mean, you agree or
Oh, for
not?
sure.
Okay,
I agree with that.
good, good, good. That's awesome. Um, little different outcome in here. We had the baby faces win this match. There was a whole thing where Mark Briscoe was supposed to come out and he didn't. Roderick Strong took his place. They tried to make this match really good by having a bunch of stuff happen between Yuta and Mark Briscoe on top of the cage. It was good, but nothing we haven't seen. I mean, I hate to say, but most of us who grew up with, Undertaker throwing Mick Foley off of a cage, we've seen people do crazy stuff on top of the cage before. So, unfortunately, it's not that like surprising for us to see. Even a flaming table or two, which Pac put Darby through two flaming tables, still, we've seen it before. There was nothing in this match that was just very surprising. It was still a good match. Let me not, I am not complaining. It was still a good match. They did what they did. I'm sorry. The women just went out there and outperformed them in the first fucking match. Literally, I said it in the beginning of this kind of recap here. The women said, "Follow that, motherfuckers." And no one could. I'm sorry. They just couldn't do it. Still a good match. You had almost almost a little bit of the same finish where not really the same finish. You still had a tap out here. Kyle O'Reilly of all people tapped out John Moxley. Just an odd finish, but still a good match. But as I've been saying, I it just did not compare to the women's match. The women's match was just that. I will not be surprised if next year they do another women's match and they main event.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Like I was kind of having that debate in my head watching this anyway. If they should have let the women be the main event anyway, but I think
Yeah.
they put them on first because it was like the first time. So just like let's open with this. It'll be big and impactful. And they were right.
They were right. I mean, I know it won't be the same women. I do know that. Trust me, I'm not stupid. But I think with the kind of clamoring about the women's match, that's your way to go. I thought it was absolutely unbelievable. The men's match was good. I thought this was a great episode of Dynamite. I know this kind of brings us to last week's conversation, Smark, where is Dynamite family friendly? Well, if you're an actual parent, it is. You talk to your kids about this shit. You explain to them what's going on. That's your job. You don't want to tell your kid wrestling's fake? Fine. Explain the blood to them at least. And I mean, I got to tell you, when they showed that audience live, it didn't look like a bunch of kids to me. It was mostly guys my age, to be honest with you. Your age, my age. There's a big difference in our age, but I saw more people in the audience that were between my age and your age than kids. But when you don't have, but even people our age don't want to spend $5,000 on a fucking ticket.
Right.
We don't have $5,000. Most of us work. Most of us don't make that much money. But WWE is expecting their fucking, the CEOs to be out there buying tickets for their kids. And I don't care if you get, during the Attitude Era, how many kids did we see in the WWE audience, WWF at the time, audience cheering, giving the middle finger, cursing, and no one seemed to have issue with it. Now suddenly, well, not suddenly, now years later, we fast forward to 2025, and there's issues with it? No, nothing has changed. Parents are still parents. We can still control our kids. We can still explain to our kids what's going on. Wrestling is not real. The blood in wrestling is real, but they choose to do it. It is a choice they make. That's it. If you don't want to be a parent, don't be. Don't expect the fucking schools to raise your kids, because they're not going to fucking do it.
Shit. True North says, of course, Boxman thinks wrestling is fake. He probably also doesn't believe in Santa. Well,
whoa, wait a minute now. Let's not go to extremes. I definitely believe there's a fat guy in a suit that delivers toys to every kid in this country. Absolutely. And other countries around the world. Absolutely. I believe it. He's on a great schedule. So let's not argue here.
That's right.
Let's not argue here.
Doesn't even need automation either. Man's doing it all on his own.
That's it, man. I mean, listen, I can go on Doppler and see him. You got to believe that.
Hell yeah, dude. Nora says every guy should have bladed Garcia, Cesaro, and Pac needed juice. Everybody got to bleed.
Fucking Garcia coming out in his stupid little fucking N95 mask and going out. I'm sorry. I hate to say this, but they're not doing Daniel Garcia any favors. They're actually making him more hated now. He was liked by the fans. Now no one gives a shit. They really fucked this up, in my opinion, with Daniel Garcia. Even I liked the guy. Now I think I almost feel like they're making a joke of him. Like there's a parody of Daniel Garcia out there at this point.
Luke says we can all accept the existence of the Easter Bunny, though.
Well, I mean, of course.
Hey, fucking Cadbury eggs are amazing.
I mean, the rising of Christ, the Easter Bunny, same stuff. What?
That is a bit weird when you tie that in together.
Why? Explain. I mean, I agree, but explain.
If I understood it, I could explain it. That's what I'm saying. That's what makes it weird. It's like I'm not sure just how like a 7 foot tall, like anthropomorphic rabbit correlates with like the resurrection of the Lord and Savior.
Because bunnies are cool?
Yeah, I'm gonna accept that because there's nothing else that I could say that like wouldn't potentially get me sent to hell. So like I'm just gonna go ahead and let that.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I've explained it to you. There you go. We're done. That wasn't a big conversation as we thought it was. But I mean, that was pretty much. I mean, that was it. That was Dynamite. Dynamite was not a big, drawn-out show. You had a brutal episode of Dynamite last night. And I thought it was a pretty goddamn good one myself.
Norad says Garcia and Yuta have go away heat. I agree. I mean, the thing is that it's not all for naught. Like, it's not completely lost. You could come up with something to do for him. Like, I remember a time when he was on the Indies, and like it was a pretty big bidding war as to like which company was going to end up getting him. Because it seemed like people were saying he was going to become like one of the biggest stars. Like, he was going to become not the biggest star. Like, let's not lie.
Oh yeah.
But people were saying that he was going to become a big star, and it just like never quite panned out that way. But I mean, look at Tony Storm, for example, bro. Like, do you remember the Outcasts? The Outcasts were fucking terrible. That shit sucked hardcore. And then she got out of that, and it was smooth sailing from there. But
absolutely.
Which made no sense either, because all three of them were talented. Like, Tony was talented, Ruby's talented, Paige is talented, but just for some reason, them together just fucking sucked.
It did. But I know at one point in the match where Yuta was doing something against the ropes, and literally you couldn't see his face. His hair was so in his face, you could not see the fucking guy. He looks like a fucking sheepdog, dude. He's got to stop that shit. Looks like Fat Elvis turned into a sheepdog.
I don't see the vision with that either, to be honest.
Norm, I'll tell you what. I'll show the pics next week. I got to download them. I got to do stuff. It's not something I can do right now. I will show the pics next week. We're already 2:20 in. Probably time to wrap this bad boy up. But I will download those and get them out next week. I promise. So, Smark, I got nothing else. Like I said, we're 2:20 in. I got to piss. I got to race like a piss horse.
I hear you.
You sound like you could probably get some rest.
Maybe.
Might feel better. So, Norab says they were behind Paige. Norab, I want to let you know something. Everybody was behind Paige. Okay. Bam. We're both hitting it.
Says rabbits represent rebirth, like the resurrection of Jesus, because they reproduce a lot, much like cheese, who also over reproduces.
Ah, hence the term "fucking like rabbits." I got you.
Apparently.
Gotcha. On that note, folks, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I think Smart's ready to get out of here. I'm ready to get out of here. So on that note, Smart, archive these motherfuckers.
Hell yeah, brother. Fucking totally inappropriate teen sports. Tits. It's a sports show. It was a sports show. It's no longer a sports show. But if you want to watch the archives, go ahead and do that. If you're a fan of casual racism, casual sports, that's the place to go. By the by, the Bears are in first place in the NFC North. Fuck yeah, let's do this shit.
And you guys are doing a Super Bowl kind of special episode.
Yeah, the Super Bowl, maybe the draft, maybe not the draft, but more than likely the Super Bowl for sure, and then we'll see where we go from there.
All right. Nice. So possible resurrection of the show. You should have a rabbit as your all right, forget it. Let's not even do this. Anyway, all right, folks. We will be back here next week, Thursday night, 9:10 p.m. Eastern Time on Wrestling Outlet. Appreciate everybody coming on by chat room. Thank you guys so much. We will definitely see y'all next week. Enjoy the weekend. Have fun. And that's it. On that note,